Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Let's take you to the main topic for today. The political atmosphere in Edo State took a new shape on Monday when the state's House of Assembly impeached embattled Philip Shaibu as deputy governor, ending a long-drawn drama between him and Governor Godwin Obaseki. He was impeached during the House's plenary session in Benin City, the Edo State capital, in a move that began months ago following the soured relationship between Obaseki and Shaibu. Shaibu's impeachment followed the adoption of the report of a 7-man committee set up by the Chief Judge of Edo State Justice Daniel Okumbwawa Boa to investigate allegations of misconduct against the deputy governor. According to the report, the 7-man judicial panel of inquiry recommended that the deputy governor be impeached on grounds of disclosure of government secrets. 18 out of 19 members present at plenary voted for the impeachment of the deputy governor, while 1 abstained from the head count and voting process. To have this conversation with us is a public affairs analyst, Matthew Oluku. Good morning, Matthew. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How do you react to the impeachment of Philip Shaibu as deputy governor of Edo State?
Let me say that it didn't come to me by surprise. The handwriting was already on the wall. We saw it coming. But I think it was more of a political, it has more of political reason beyond what the government or the State House of Assembly want to make the public to believe. But however, if you take a look at almost all the impeachment that have taken place in Nigeria, it has always been as a result of political difference between either a political godfather or difference between the governor and the deputy.
All right, let's look at the reason that they gave. Nigerians seem not to be very comfortable with the reason that he disclosed government secrets. What exactly is government secrets that he disclosed? And is that even constitutional that certain issues or certain topics shouldn't be in public domain? And if the deputy governor made these issues, available to the public, does that amount to revealing government secrets? And is that reason enough for a sitting deputy governor to be impeached?
Even if I will agree with the government that there are some level of classified information that if you are privileged to have, you are not meant to disclose to the public, but at times it may not be in the interest of the state and the country. This time around, we're talking about a state, not Nigeria at large. But however, I think what transpired was basically political. Because why would a State House of Assembly wait until there was a difference, political difference between the governor and his deputy before they will suddenly realized that this man divulged some classified information to the public? Even if in the whole process of impeachment, the government was not mentioned, but you cannot take away the fact that it's because this man actually decided to contest for this governorship position, and that after the contest, though he lost, he equally had a parallel primary where he declared himself winner. And as perhaps the PDP leadership in the state, in those states, is already looking at he may be a threat to their victory in when the general election will be held. I think that's why they may have decided to ease him out.
All right, so what's your thought on the fact that he came out yesterday to say that the impeachment is coming as a result of his interest to run as the next governor of Edo State?
Even if I will agree with him, but politically I would say he was not tactical enough. Because it was very clear that if they decide to impeach him, he cannot stop it. And it's unlikely that you want to impeach a governor, a deputy, you will not see reasons to hold on to. So for me, Godwin stands, if you look at the two major political parties in Edo State, the APC and the PDP, though Labour Party is already a major political party there, you understand that even Shaibu himself is not in good relationship with APC. But at the point, the known leader of APC in the state even said that APC is not a rehab center for people. So it goes to show that he's not welcome in APC. Even this morning, I saw where people were already agitating that they don't want a Shaibu in APC. So, I mean, I feel he was not tactical enough because you would have understood that, yes, it's my right to contest. I agree with you that it is, you have that right to contest. You can't take that away. But you should have understand that this is a game of interest. Though I'm not from Edo State, but I understand that just like any other state, Edo State is having 3 senatorial districts. And that where he comes from, I mean Shaibu himself, from Edo North, the current senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria, talking of Adam Oshomole, who was 2-time governor of that state, is from the same senatorial district with him. And if you look at Edo South, where you have where the current governor hails from, Lucky Bede already ruled from that region, which means I've ruled for 16 years. I don't know where Shaibu comes from, have ruled for 8 years. That leaves Edo Central as a region that have not ruled at all. So I think in the wisdom of the current governor, he wanted he wanted the position given to Edo Central. And I think that is where they actually took their got their candidates. So if you even look at APC, they see zero their own candidacy to that Edo Central. So I think that is what affected Shaibu and when Obaseki did not support him. So Shaibu would have looked at it from a political angle rather than it's my right to contest.
Well, even if he doesn't look at it from the political angle, because of course we know when an election is coming forward, there are a lot of political calculations that are involved, not just sentiment. But then Shaibu has the right to contest.
Somebody is taking away that right.
Now, are you saying that an Obaseki has not seen some level of disloyalty from him, especially looking at it from the fact that in recent times we've always seen the governors appointing or kind of handpicking certain individuals whom they trust to take over the reins of power from them? Do you think that Obaseki at some point in time has not seen some level of disloyalty? That's number one. Number two, the office of the deputy governor. In recent times, it has always been seen as perhaps an inconsequential kind of office, maybe in the pocket of the governor. So much so that the governor could weigh his power either ways, especially when he's not in favor of the deputy. So what's your view on that?
To start with, when it comes to loyalty, I think even if the governor is looking at who is loyal to him as somebody he would support to succeed him, you only look at the larger picture.
Okay.
The larger picture is what do we do as a people, as a party, to have the support of the people. That is where fairness, equity, and justice comes in. Because it's understandable that if you have 3 senatorial districts, 2 have occupied the position, it's normal and understandable that you allow it go around. So in the face of that, if you are zeroing in on loyalty, you still go to that area to look for someone who is loyal to you. Then going on the issue of whether a Shaibu was loyal or not. So no. Whether the position of the deputy governor has some level of independence or being an appendage of the office of the governor, I'll tell you that the way the constitution models the office of the deputy governor or even the vice president of Nigeria, they are at the moon and caprices of their master. So that the constitution do not even give them express responsibility. They act in such a way as to what the office of the governor or the president delegate them to do respectively.
Now, if you tell me that really they are within the whims and caprices of their principal, which is the governor, now where is the place of your value? Because looking at it from the case of Edo now, the Edo election coming up in September, I'm going to narrow it now to a party, the Labour Party. It has always been in the news before now that the reason for the delay of the Labour Party official candidates to run as the governor, I'm talking about Akpata, is because there is a lot of political calculation going on the ground, which is how much of votes, block vote, is going to come from either Edo Central or Edo North. So if you're looking at it based on the electoral value a deputy governor is bringing to the table, why look at that office eventually as inconsequential?
No, what we are looking at is, even if you are looking at what somebody is bringing to the table and you are looking at competence, you cannot take away fairness, justice, and equity.
But you also
cannot take away
that word has been abused.
Even if it has been abused, it doesn't mean, okay, now, I don't think the South would have kept quiet after the 8 years of Ibuari, and then Notana goes into the Aso Rock. After another 8 years, another Notana, perhaps because you feel you have more competent people from the North. In the same way, the North will not fold their hands and watch South produce presidency consistently for like 3-4 administration on the basis that you have more competent Nigerians in the South. The argument will not fly.
Now, why I said that word equity, fairness have been abused, there is a debate going on right about now as regards Edo Central and Edo North. Edo Central kind of looks like, according to what people are saying, that they have more of the elites who have contributed massively in the development of Edo, but have not gotten any representation at the level of the governor. Now, how about Edo North? We've not even seen any contribution from that side. Does it mean that we cannot also play that political card of equity, fairness, and justice so as to get somebody from the North?
When you are looking at the North, I've told you, I say Oshomole Adam Oshomole was a 2-time governor from Edo North. Currently, the governor of the state is Obaseki from Edo South. The first-time governor of Edo State when we returned to democracy in 1999 is Lucky Benejo from Edo South. So, no matter how you look at it, the Edo Central will not fold their hands.
Aye.
And if you are looking at that fairness, equity, and justice, even if you have more vote from the Edo Central, you have a good number of persons from that electorate from that region who will tell you that there is every need to allow someone from Edo Central to occupy that position. In the same vein, that was the reason you saw a Jonathan from a minority ruling Nigeria. What's it called? Bayelsa happens to have only 8 local governments. But in 2011, he won overwhelmingly. Because people felt, at least, let us have a minority, or rather, he is equally qualified to rule.
The issue of zoning in the Nigerian political space is a lot to talk about. I mean, it played a role during the general elections that happened in 2023. But we're going to take a look at all that holistically when we get back from this quick timeout. Do stay with us.